Probably wondering what the heck this thing is. Well, this is my vortex fidget tray. So it's not just one fidget toy, which you probably have seen something similar to this online or even 3D printed, as well as even purchased at different locations. But this is what I initially created, and I pretty much got addicted to how it operates, how it works, how to create it. I was able to create it inside of an online CAD modeling software. And as you notice here, it makes a little bit of noise, but you can really get it moving after a while. It does catch depending on how it's printed, but you can play with it like that, kind of interestingly. And on top of that, you can go in opposite direction. You can go from the larger side in as well. And so I created that, and I said, wait a minute, I can't just create my own and submit only that to Maker World. I wanted to actually turn it into a tray. So what I'm going to do is I'll remove these items so you can see them. Hopefully bear with me if any of them fall, because they will tip over since the smaller ones that are relatively tall will tip over. So I'll pull this off. And what you'll notice then is we're starting off with this tray. It's got our Tech Extranet logo on the bottom, but you can place this on a conference table, on a dining room table, a coffee table, and then that way it kind of turns into an activity that people can do either when they're eating or watching TV or just hanging out or coming in over to visit. And so you can then obviously place the items back in how you would prefer to have them sitting there, and then it gives people things to do. I guess there goes one falling, and each thing has a different feature as well as a different way that it'll operate. So, starting off, we have this double guy. This will catch right in the center and then hold on to it if you want to kind of, catch it halfway without it going through. But it's just with this big piece and then this big white piece. And you just essentially have it go down with a little tap. It'll usually lock halfway in place here, and it's ready to go. So that's kind of like a nice little piece there. You can then push it back. You can also have it keep going all the way through, just like that. So, and then don't be confused, because that's just this one will stop, but the smaller guys will do other things. So obviously this guy will probably fly right through quickly. So it was pretty nice. It'll make a little bit of noise, but it's kind of part of the item. And so it's pretty easy. You can go, either direction with these, and pretty addicting right here doing that. Obviously, the noise might make it an issue, but obviously it's fun. I guess I'm enjoying it. And then this one is a little modified. It will print a little better for you. Put in some supports in the print file that's in Bamboo, but this guy can go into here. It'll catch right in the center, which is kind of nice. You can leave it almost like this on display if you wanted. Pretty decent. You could then also obviously take the regular one that I showed you and have it, kind of push through, leave it on display that way. This is how it looks from the side, but this one will sneak right through, no problem. So, really nice. And you can even take this guy, put that in the smaller one. This one goes right through. So it's addicting for me for sure. And then this guy as well. Can do all that. I can try this larger one too. This larger one may get stuck, but not too bad. It keeps going. So you can also leave that one on display if you wanted, kind of halfway through. You can leave it like that. You can leave it upside down too. I can see if it locks in again in another spot. You can have it just like that if you'd like. Pretty sweet. So I hope you enjoyed that, and seems like it's pretty cool. It seems like a new concept of a thing that you could have in your home or in your office, and hope you enjoy it. It should print pretty nicely. The tray has ironing on, which extends the time to about 4 hours on a Bamboo X1 carbon. The rest have obviously different times for each item. The ones, if I had to pick, this is obviously the easiest thing to print, and the tall white, and this guy's easy, no problem. This one gets a little fancier. If you notice, there'll be a little bit of you know, not defects, but it gets, once it's doing a lot of stuff in the background to get this all to work and to have it all print in one piece. So but it prints out nicely. This one does have a little bit of trouble, and that's why we added the supports, because if you're not calibrated right, you might run into problems. So this is one of the initial prints for this. It does have a little bit of that not necessarily damaged, but you see what's going on there is a little bit of the plastic had some issues, but otherwise it works pretty well, and you can put these items in no problem. And this one obviously will catch like this, kind of look nice like that, or you know, enjoy yourself and just let it go like crazy. So and obviously you could do multiples of the same, or print out whatever you want and adjust the file, so that way you could only print the things that you want if you don't want all of them, but they're all available. And you can obviously mix and match the colors as you need. Hope you enjoyed this. I really enjoyed creating this. It was a lot of work to get everything to work properly, and to even just get this initial design here and the different concepts of the item going through the other item. And we also created this, which was a lot of work, was a little ghost. You can see here the little ghost goes through this house. We already published that for Halloween, but thought this was pretty cool. So it uses a similar concept, but that's already on Maker World too. So we'll put the link for that in the description for this one as well. Thanks. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications.